Hey guys, how are you doing? Happy New Year, good riddance 2021, and let's welcome with open arms 2022, and let's see what this year will bring us. So to me, 2021 was bullshit. It was a lame piece of shit year. Now I won't get to personal reasons because emphasis on personal. But I will be discussing all the good stuff and the bad stuff that I have seen throughout the year. So 2021, fucking stupid with all the Trump and Biden stuff still going on, and then the Capitol riot with John Schaefer from Meisters, and I don't know if they booted him from the band, but you gotta laugh at those soy boys who refuse to keep listening or to keep owning merchandise of Ice Earth or Demons and Wizards because of Mr. Schaefer. I mean, those people to me are posers and pussies. So pussies because they see it as like, oh my god, I was funding a serial killer or whatever. And posers because, look, let's be honest, let's talk this part over. So they listen to bands like Mayhem, Burzum, and I don't know, Dissection, Deicide, bands with members who have crazy shit that they've done. Mayhem. One of the guys shot himself, and then you had the guitarist sell pieces of his skull to other black metal bands. Then you have Burzum, who killed one of the members of Mayhem, Euronymous, and was smiling in court. Deicide, Glenn Benton burning an upside down crucifix on his forehead and saying that he was gonna kill himself when he turned 35, which, by the way, he's still alive. So, those bands with all the controversy and all that stuff. Oh, look at me, I'm so cool. I listen to these badass bands. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Deicide. I've seen them and I love the show. I met Glenn Benton, not real close. Didn't shake his hand or anything, but I you know uh, showed the horns at him. Then he was like, "Hey man, what's up?" And he gave me his pick. I love Deicide because they're an awesome death metal band, not because of the shit they do with their personal lives or beliefs or whatever. And so now all of a sudden with Icers, just because one of them supports Trump, which you guys obviously didn't support or voted for, you guys think you're being revolutionary when you stop listening to Icers. So that's where I say poser. And that's also why I would say pussy also. Okay, so then we had the vaccine thing. Major bullshit right there. So first the old people. So okay, I get it, they're vulnerable, but what about the people who are in the large age range or whatever, to work to go out there and deal with the world. I'm talking about people who are, I don't know, 18 to 21. They're paying their college tuition. Um, they barely started working their first job ever. Then, I'm gonna say people from 22 to 50. Let's say 50. People who go in, get cracking, then they get out. Day in and day out job, 9 to 5s and all that stuff. Those people, they have to work for a living, put food on the table. They have to, feed their families and whatnot. And you're making it difficult for them uh, because they have to wait their turn to get the vaccine. Now, old people, I get it, they're more vulnerable, but most of them are retired and all they do is stay at home in a retirement home or, just taking walks or whatever. And yeah, I hated that young people always get blamed for COVID cases going higher. The number of COVID cases increasing. I always find it infuriating that they blame young people for that. Now, okay, granted, there's the bad apples, the ones that go partying and they're all smoochy smooch with whoever they like or whatever. But then there's others who, they take their job seriously, and if they go out once in a while, and they have a beer or two with a few friends, and that's it. So fast forward to another thing that was awful in 2021. That concert from hell with the piece of shit rapper Travis Scott. Everyone was getting trampled. They couldn't breathe in the sea of people. They're screaming for help, and the dumbass keeps singing, if you want to call it that. And yeah, that event right there, they didn't mention any COVID or anything. Now, yes, of course, granted, the people that passed away are important, and I'm glad they got the coverage that they needed. And also, since one of them was a little boy, really sad right there. So that event, they didn't mention anything about COVID, but if it was a Trump event or something like that, then of course they'd be like COVID this, COVID that, increased number of COVID cases and yada yada yada, all that other stuff. And you also, to top it all off, you had the dumbasses, the conspiracy theorists, and the religious fanatics saying saying the following: "Oh, this is what happens when you worship people. This is what happens when you listen to the wrong kind of music." Or you need to find Jesus and stop listening to all this demonic music. All that other bullshit right there, man. Then the COVID passport. So, okay, I get it. Like, if you want to travel, go to a sporting event or a concert, I get it. You have to, show the ID, show that you got vaccinated and all that. So that you can get in and no one will be blaming the concert venue, sporting events venue, or the airports or whatever because of the COVID cases increasing, skyrocketing. But what I do hate about it, what I find absolutely infuriating about this COVID passport, is that there's restaurants where you have to show it. You have to show it, otherwise you have to eat outside. And let me just say it's winter. Fucking winter, man. It's gonna be cold. You're not gonna be enjoying warm steak when it's freezing cold. You're not gonna enjoy the flavor, the taste, and all that. Oh, you brought me a beer. You brought me a soda. Oh, and it's cold. No, I don't want it. I'm not gonna enjoy it when it's fucking cold out here and you have me sitting outside. And also, isn't there social distancing at restaurants? So there's one table with people, then there's like a few others where they're unavailable. You can't use them because of the social distancing bullshit. And then in between those empty tables, there's other tables with people. So what's the problem there? You're already social distancing. So what's the fucking problem, man? And yeah, it's not like someone who's coughing is all of a sudden gonna spit a piece of meat that they were chewing onto the fellow customer that's a few tables down. And so those are the bad things about 2021 that are bullshit. Before I get into the good stuff, I just want to say rest in peace and horns up to the rock and metal musicians we have lost this year. Now, I'm sure there's a lot more, but these are the ones that I know and the ones that I thought it was unfortunate because I do enjoy these bands. Mike Howe from Metal Church, Joey Jordison from Slipknot. I know he was in other bands too, but I don't remember the names of his other bands. But still, may he rest easy. Andrea Mayer, former member of Cradle of Filth. And L.G. Petrov from Entombed. Now, I will say this, I'm not a fan of Entombed, I don't like their music, but I do respect them for their importance in the death metal scene, the Swedish death metal scene. So may he rest easy and horns up for all those fallen musicians. So yeah, I'll get to the good stuff in my next video, so yeah, stay tuned.